Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Samantha and today I'd like to share with you two new palettes from Makeup Revolution. So Makeup Revolution launched 4 new palettes yesterday from their My Sign collection, and I picked up 2 out of the 4. There were 2 that I thought that I wouldn't use, and they were the green toned eyeshadows and the blue, but I picked up the Earth because this is Capricorn is actually my sign, my star sign, so I had to pick up Earth, and then I also picked up Fire as well. And this really is a beautiful palette. This one in particular looks like it is very now. It's got all of those vibrant colours that everybody want to wear at the moment. So Earth, I'll start with this one and then I'll show you around it, and then I'll share with you the swatches. So it comes in this packaging. It's baby pink with the gold or rose gold trim. On the back it gives you a little bit of information about the star signs for Earth, and it is Capricorn, which is mine, then Taurus and Virgo. So it gives you a little bit of information. For example, Capricorn, it says, is resilient, driven and wise, and then it says Taurus is loyal, sensuous and generous, and Virgo is systematic, honest and reliable. So that's what that says on the back. And then you've got the, is it ingredients? Yeah, you've got the ingredients there. So really like the packaging. These retail for £6 each, and you can pick them up from tambeauty.com. So when you take this out, the palette has got, again, this rose gold trim on it, which I really like the packaging. And for £6, you're getting 15 eyeshadows, which is very, very good. On the back, again, you've got, it says Earth, my sign, Earth sign, and then the ingredients again. And then on the inside, you've got all of these beautiful colours. Stunning. Now, from just swatching them, and I'll share with you the swatches in a moment, you've just got this as a matte shade. So this will be your transitional shade. And then you've got more of a charcoal colour there. And that's one of those shades with glitter. But I don't think the glitter on that one is going to... it's not going to show too much. And then you've got one with silver glitter, which is like a charcoal colour, and then you've got a black shade here which has got gold glitter, and again I think that's the same thing. It's one of those shades where you know, the glitter is not going to be too not show up too much, but the rest of the palette is all shimmers. Now I'll share with you the swatches for this one first, and then we'll move on to the Fire palette. So we have got the first row here. Now this one here is very, very light. I think you can just see that. And then we've got shade 2, 3, 4 and 5. And then we've got the second row, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we've got the last row, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are all of your shades for Earth. And then we move on to the Fire palette. Now this one, again, exactly the same packaging. You've got the baby pink with the rose gold trim, and on the back you have got all of the star signs there. Now with this one you've got Aries, Leo and Sagittarius. So Aries is courageous, determined, enthusiastic. Leo is playful, generous, ambitious. And then you've got Sagittarius, which is adventurous, philosophical and positive on the back. And then of course you have got the ingredients. Now I had to get this palette because I think obviously I had to get the Earth one because that's my star sign, but this one is stunning. The colours in it are so vibrant. I mean, that gorgeous. And you've got again the rose gold trim. Again it says my sign and then Fire sign with the ingredients on the back. And then these are the shades that you're getting in this one. So again, you're not getting too many mattes. Let me just have a look. Which one is a matte in here? This one here is a matte. That one there. And is it that one there? Oh, and this one here. That one there. So those two are mattes. So you're getting like a neutral colour, and then you're getting more of a vibrant colour as well. So that's the fire sign, and here is, let me just put them on the right side. So here are the swatches for the fire palette. Now this one here, this fur shade, actually is the same as this one here. So on the second row, first colour, this one looks quite, it's got like a colour running through it. It looks like it's got veins of like gold running through it, and it's the same as this one. So you've got, this is the first row, so you've got numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm saying it like that because they've got no names. Then you've got the second row, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's that very vibrant magenta shade, and then here is your last row. Stunning, beautiful colour, and that's obviously 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So just beautiful. I love both of these palettes for different reasons. The earth one is more of a, I would say, a subtle look, a neutral look, and then your fire is totally opposite, and it's got more of your vibrant looks. So what I'm going to do now is on this eye, I'm going to add an eye look using the earth palette. On this side, I'm going to add an eye look using the fire sign palette. Because if you're making your mind up, I don't want you to then wait. So I'm going to have to go in with this shade here, just because it's the only matte shade, true matte, and it's, you know, the only transitional shade that I can see at the moment. I think they are all shimmers. Of course, I'm going to be using my trusty Primark brush, which is £1 from Primark, and I'm going to just go in and take that, as always, in the crease and above. That is a very nice colour, actually. Really, really nice. It's quite, I mean, to be honest, that colour is very now, because it's one of those really warm toned neutral shades, which, you know, we're all wanting to wear. So that is very, very good. But I think in this palette, you've definitely got a mixture of warm and definitely cooler, you know, shimmery shades. But that is really good. I'm actually going to run that underneath the lash line as well, so that it runs all the way around. Really, really like that. Now, I don't want to go in with the black shade because I think that's going to be a little bit too much. So I'm going to go in with the only other, I think these probably would work as mattes, but I'm not particularly keen on too much black on my eye. So I'm going to go in with this one, which is more of a charcoal colour. It's got that silver glitter in it, but like I say, when I swatched it, it doesn't actually show up too much. So on the same brush again, I'm just going to dip very, very lightly into that charcoal colour and just pop that on the outer third of my lid and then in the crease. It's actually blending out very, very well. Now these dark colours, they do worry me a little bit because, you know, you can go to 0 to 100 in very in a second. So I'm only just touching the brush into that, because what I don't want is for it to be too dark. I mean, I like a little bit of depth, but I just feel that too much just makes my eye look too heavy. But that is blending out absolutely amazingly, because you can still see that first shade that I added, but that has really worked very, very nicely to give a little bit of depth. I mean, I'm only tapping the brush in so lightly, because like I say, it could go very wrong very quickly. But I really, really love that. It's given some depth. It's not looking muddy. It's kept, you know, the two colours are separate. So really, really love that. Love it. Okay, now I'm moving on to the shimmer. And I think the shimmery shade that I want to go in with is definitely this beautiful shade right in the middle. It's definitely calling me to put that on my lid first of all. Now, you know, £6 for this palette, and so far it's worked incredibly well. And I think especially, and I know we're not at the end of November yet, but if you've got someone who obviously loves Makeup Revolution and you want to give them something that's a little bit more personal for Christmas, or if they've got a birthday coming up, then these are going to work perfectly. Now this again feels very, very like this shimmer shade, feels very, very like their eyeshadows recently. It's not clumpy, it's very smooth, but that colour is beautiful. I love that. It is just a stunning, like a bronzy gold. Now I'm picking up my, I'm still reading it, the PS Pro Shading Eye Brush. This is a more of your pointy brush, and I'm going in with this shade here. So it's the one that's got that veining, you know, another colour running through it. You can just see it there. It's just such a light shade, and I'm going to just, I can't get my finger right into the inner corner part of my eye, so I always use this brush, and I'm just changing to that colour. Now it is quite yellow in tone, but it is very, very beautiful. I really, really love that. And you can see that already it's adding a lot of light into that inner corner part of my eye. So I'm just mixing it in with that bronzy gold shade. That is stunning. That is gorgeous. And I like to bring it underneath. I do see in a lot of videos where people add you know, in a corner, and where, you know, it's only here. I like to put it underneath a little bit because it tends to open my eye up a little bit more. And I'm getting that first colour again, so that matte colour, and I'm just going to run that underneath the eye again, just to make sure that that's deepened up. And also I'm getting a tiny little bit of that charcoal colour and just adding that onto the lid to make sure that that shimmer shade and that charcoal colour is well blended. But I'm really, really loving that eye look. Now, when I purchased these and when I received them today, I thought that the fire sign, you know, I picked this earth palette up because, yeah, it's my sign, or Capricorn is my sign, and you know, earth is my sign as well. But yeah, I picked it up because it was my sign, and with earth, I always feel that they always do it very brown, very neutral. And I must admit that I did think that to start with this, but actually now I've got it on my eye, I am absolutely loving it. It's really vibrant. They've put some really vibrant colours in here, and although to start with, I'm thinking, you know, especially when you put it next to the fire, you think, wow, that's a little bit, you know, not as vibrant perhaps as that fire sign, but actually it really does look stunning, and I love the eye look that I've created today. So that's the first one done. Now we're moving on to the fire palette. So let me just open that up. So I think what I'm going to have to start off with is definitely this shade here. Like I say, you've definitely got two definitive mattes in this palette here. So I'm going to start off with the bottom one. Again, I've got my Primark brush, it's a clean one this time, and I'm going to just pop that on. Now this is a gorgeous colour. I know my eyes are not going to match, I know it's going to be completely different, but I just want to do this for you today, so that if you are struggling to think which one do I want. I hope this helps. Now that colour is stunning. Now even though these are £6 palettes, so they're very, very inexpensive, the quality is still there. That is gorgeous. It's blended out just like the first one that I popped on my eye on this side from the Earth palette. This one has got a little bit more, this one is more orangey in tone, like an orange brown. This one is definitely more of a salmony pink brown, but really, really love it. And initially I thought, wow, I've put too much on there, but it's blended out really, really well, and I love that. So now I'm going to deepen it up, and I think I'm going to go in with that colour here. I'm going to pop on a little bit of this. Oh, I've got sirens going. Yeah, I'm going to put on a little bit of this and see how I get on with that, just because I want to use the two mattes that are in this palette. So I'm just going to put that in the crease and see what that does. Well, it's definitely added more like a red tone to that. I'm hoping, because there's no really deep, like in the Earth palette, you know, I had that transitional shade and then I had that charcoal shade to deepen it up. There isn't a deeper matte shade in this. You've only got that one. So the first one and the second one that I've used, basically they're all you've got. But they're still blending together. They're still working really, really well together. I still want a little bit more of depth. Now, and I don't want to use any other palette. I want to just use this one. So I think what I'm going to do is go in with this colour here and see how that works. I know it's a shimmer shade, but you know, basically the palette has got to work together. So I'm just putting a little bit of this on, a little at a time. I find that if the palette is not too, I keep smelling a lovely smell and I can't think where it's coming from, but I thought the palette perhaps, but it's not. My sense of smell is just coming back. So that has actually worked really, really well. So although you know that it's a shimmer, it's not, when you blend it out with the brush, it's not over the top shimmery. So it's giving me that definition that I need into that outer corner. I'm not going to definitely put the shimmer here. But yeah, that's worked, and if you blend it out, it works really, really well. So I'm pleased with that. So that's good. Now what I want to do is add the shimmer. So I've got makeup all over my hands, so let's just clean that off to start with. Now actually I want to go underneath the eye, don't I? First of all, I'm going to definitely use the very first matte shade to go underneath. So let me just run that. Beautiful. So both at the moment are working very, very well. Now what I want to do is do a look or a shimmer shade that works very, very well with that, and I think I'm going to go for this one here. I'm going to go very, very vibrant. It's very magenta, but that's what I'm going to do and see how we get on with that. It's very soft, I must say. Oh yeah, that's going to work very, very well. Stunning. Love that. Now, of course, I'm going to move to my Primark PS Pro Shading Eye Brush, and I'm going in with the very first shade, which is actually, I'm thinking that it matches this one. So it's that one there. So I'm going to use that. And again, I'm going to blend it into that really vibrant, like cranberry shimmer shade that I've used to start with. And then take it all the way around the eye, just like I did with the other side. I really, really love this colour as an inner corner. It's yellow, it's got a yellow tone to it, but it really does work. It's just stunning. Love it. My eyes definitely, I'm looking at myself and I'm thinking there's something wrong. Well, there is. I've got one look on this one that's different to the other. So anyway, that is messing with my mind at the moment. I'm going in with the first shade again, just to deepen it under the eye. But that is now the finished look using the two palettes. So I've used Earth on this side and then Fire on this side, and yeah, really love I really love both looks. It's just that I keep thinking that it looks different when it does look different because I've got two looks on. But yeah, really love that. I would really love your feedback actually as to which palette you like and which look you really like. I must admit, the Earth palette has really surprised me because I know that I was going to love the Fire palette, but the Earth one has definitely surprised me. I really love the look that I've created today. I love this one as well, but yeah, I'd really love your feedback. Which one do you like? And I'd also really like it if you gave me a thumbs up as well, just to, it gives me an indication that you're enjoying these videos and for me to carry on. I'd also love it if you are brand new to my channel, if you subscribed to watch further videos. I am doing a bit of a Morphe, well, I'm doing a Morphe week, but I had to, for today's video, share with you the new products from Makeup Revolution that I purchased. And of course, your comments are always welcome. So are you going to pick up these palettes? If you are, which ones are you going to get? And of course, I'd like your feedback on the look. Which look do you like? Do you like them both? Which one do you prefer? Which palette do you prefer? All those type of comments are welcome. But until tomorrow, thank you so much for watching. Thank you. Bye.